Intimate relationships are one of the most challenging places to achieve mastery, and somehow we expect ourselves and our partners to know effortlessly how to create the fairy tale marriage or the most amazing and fulfilling relationships. After many years and relationships later, I have taught myself through colossal mess-ups, trial and error, failures, trying different courses, going to different teachers and having different coaches, as well as going to the wrong teachers and having the wrong advice from different people. I have managed to teach myself the main tenets of what it takes to create a fulfilling relationship. So on that journey, I began to understand why I would attract the same kind of men and the same kind of relationships over and over that I didn't want. I began to understand how I was creating unhealthy dynamics of communication in my relationships. I began to see the patterns of how I would end up feeling so powerless in relationships. Also, where there would be a certain point, turning point in the relationship, and things would go sour. So I started to see these patterns unfold and understand why they were happening so that I could take responsibility for what was going on and put myself back in the seat of power where change can be made and turn things around in my life in terms of my relationships. I also began to discover that generally there are a whole other set of guidelines and things to understand and deal with when you're a woman in a relationship with a man. And knowing what those are would give me so much more clarity in being able to navigate certain situations. I believe that there are basic foundational pieces that must be in place in order for you to have the kind of relationship that is intimate, connected, fulfilling, and loving, where there is trust, respect, and honor at the core of your relationship. When I look at the masters of their craft and how they became masters, I believe they had to first master the basic foundational or the basic steps, whatever they were. You know, Bruce Lee said, "I don't fear the man who's done 1,000 kicks. I fear the man who's done one kick 1,000 times." And that's what I believe about these basic foundational pieces, that we must begin to master them and practice them over and over in order to build a really strong, solid foundation for your relationship to be able to weather hurricanes and storms and tornadoes, because they will come. They absolutely will come, and you will have to be strong enough as a couple and as a partnership to be able to deal with what comes your way. So during this workshop, I'll be sharing with you what I believe are those basic foundational pieces with practices for you to start building your muscles in those areas. And I'm telling you from my own experience, if you do those practices and start to build those muscles in those areas, your relationships will change. And I believe not just in your intimate partnerships, but actually in all your relationships. If this is something that is a yes to you, you've been looking for it, you've been struggling with issues with your relationships maybe for a long time now, then this really is the workshop for you. All you have to do to secure your spot is either write me a personal Facebook message, or you can put it on the event feed, or you can send me an email at hannahlowe.hlbiz@gmail.com, and all that information is actually on the event page anyway. This workshop is limited to 16 spaces and 16 women only, so that's why I'm encouraging women to secure this spot with a deposit, and you'll get all those details once you get in touch with me. If you are not able to make this workshop, the date somehow is not available to you, but you would like to understand about areas in your relationships that you're struggling with, I do personal coaching, one-on-one sessions, so you can drop me a message again via Facebook the same way that you would sign up for this or register for this workshop, and I will let you know more about working with me one-on-one. All right, hope to see you soon at this workshop, ladies. Thank you.